We welcome you inside the Sound Arena on the campus of Five Towns College for a highly anticipated matchup where the 2-1 Five Towns Sound host the challenging 4-0 Vermont State University Randolph Knights. I'm Jared Winnick. Alongside me on the call today is Riley Maxwell. Riley actually just finished up her game in the women's game. They got a huge win here on the Five Towns Sound court. Now we're going to take a look at some of the season stats between these two men's teams.
So our season stats for Vermont State Randolph is they're averaging 88 points per game, 38 rebounds, 16 assists, 46.2 from the field goal. And Five Towns College is averaging 94 points per game, 47.3 rebounds, 15.3 assists, and 46.8 from field goal. Now, a big reason Five Towns College is scoring so high in the field goal percentage is because Kamari Broomfield. Now Kamari is a freshman and he's averaging 21.3 points per game, and he's 51.9% from field goal, averaging 5.7 rebounds per game. And speaking of Kamari Broomfield, we have our last game performances. Kamari had 21 points. He played 34 minutes. Then we have Angel Redding. He had 18 points within 24 minutes. And John Espinal with 10 rebounds and 7 defensive rebounds.
We are in for a phenomenal matchup here, right here in Dix Hills, New York, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the national anthem, followed by player introductions, and then opening tip. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Here are your starting lineups for St. Rudolph. Number 3, William Jenkins. Number 4, Jaden Clark. Number 5, Jalen Calvin. Number 11, Vic Davino. And number 14, Shandon Anderson. Now, here's your lineup for the Five-Town Sound. Number 2, Taryn Banks. Number 3, Layson Williams. Number 4, Nashton Ward. Number 5, Kamari Broomfield. And number 23, John Espinal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your caps and join us in the singing of our national anthem. Thank you.
Welcome inside the Sound Arena for the second game of a doubleheader here between the Five Towns College Sound and the Vermont State Randolph University Knights. Now we have the men's team tipping off as we speak. The women's team's game just matched up just a couple of minutes ago here, and hopefully we're in for a good one. It'll be John Espinal on the tip for the Sound and Jaden Clark for the Knights. Tip is won by the Knights, and here we go. Majon Ward on the defense. Mid-range pull-up, no good for Jalen Calvin. Majon Ward trying to push the pace, gets it to Broomfield. Broomfield to Espinal on the perimeter. Inside to Bangs, his first start of the season. To Ward, had it stripped away, and here comes Clark. Clark with one defender on him, gets it back to Jaden Clark and finishes the transition bucket. Sorry, that was Calvin on the handoff to Clark. Corner three for Broomfield. Rattles in and out. Now Najon Ward's second chance opportunity is good. Intensity, you can feel it already here in the Sound Arena. Calvin trying to push the pace, swings it to the corner. Three ball, good. Drops in and down from Shan and J.D. Anderson. Some fast-paced basketball here so far. Now Bangs trying to get inside, had the pass tipped away, and the Knights have numbers. In transition, Broomfield skies up for the block, doesn't get it. What stepped out of bounds is Shannon J.D. Anderson on the rebound attempt. I'm gonna go 5 Towns direction. Kamari Broomfield's head might have been above the rim there.
Yes, great hustle. Looks like they're starting to get back and block those transition plays by Vermont State.
Now Najon Ward goes left. Gets it to Williams, back to Bangs. Dribble handoff action, top of the key. Ward inside, Williams, no good. Little long on the shot attempt. Knights are gonna slow this down. We see Will Jenkins, the 5'10" senior guard, come across the midline, guarded by Bangs, wearing the Kobe Grinches. Gets it to Jalen Calvin, to the corner, 3 ball, no good. Knight retaliate possession. Little hop step, Euro step inside for Jaden Clark. And the lead grows to 5. Najon Ward now crosses, goes left, gets it to Broomfield. Guarded closely, mid-range pull-up, long, not gonna go. Rebound hauled in by Jaden Clark. Sound playing prolific defense so far. Bangs closeout attempt is good. 3-pointer won't go. Now Kamari with his right hand. Hand off to Espinal to Bangs. Bangs, little snatch back. Gets it to Ward. Ward now trying to put the moves on. To the corner. Broomfield goes baseline. Side step. Espinal cleans up the miss. A 4-7 ball game. Will Jenkins now guarded by Tayron Bangs. Gets it to Vic Dueno. Now a 3 ball. Just a little short from Jalen Calvin. Kamari Broomfield. Bangs inside. Beautiful find to Williams. 6-7 ball game. Shannon J.D. Anderson trying to get inside. Opts to dump it out to Jalen Calvin. Now Calvin's gonna fire it to the sound bench. And they'll go the other direction.
Vermont State's definitely trying to play an inside-out game, but 5 Towns is doing a great job closing out on those shots and forcing those bad passes.
Some kids at home are definitely very happy about the score right now. Unfortunately, it's not gonna stay that way for long. Ward trying to put the moves on again. Fires it up to me. Little past me. Oh, I almost got the game ball. That would have been awesome. Tell you what, I'm not giving it back if it came to me. So it is Knights' possession. Will Jenkins gets it to Jaden Clark. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins to Calvin. Calvin driving inside, swings it to the corner. Pump fake, spin. Corner 3, pump fake. Steps in, 1 for the mid-range, no good. Ball tipped around, still getting tipped around, out of bounds. It'll go sound direction. So now it's going to be Najon Ward bringing the ball up. Hand off to Broomfield. Broomfield trying to get inside. Tips the pass. Ball is getting poked around everywhere. Now Jenkins, mid-range pull-up. Hits back rim and drops in. Shooter's touch. Najon Ward trying to bully ball inside. Switches hands. And 1. Oh, they called it on the floor. Lasan Williams checks out. Angel Redding checks in. Ward to Broomfield to Bangs. Takes the screen from Espinal. Beautiful dribble move. Try to get it to Redding. Redding gets it to the corner. Ward inside to Bangs. Bang, shooter. 3 ball, good. This game's tied up at 9. Hit that celly.
5 Towns is doing a great job finding their way back into the paint and getting great outside shots once the defense collapses.
Bangs is going to bring that intensity on both sides of the court. What a finish from Will Jenkins, taking on the entire 5 Towns defense. Weaving his way in and out of traffic, Finish with the right. Now bangs, beautiful cross. Try to get it to Ward. Miscommunication, goes out of bounds, going back the other direction. So here come the Knights. So Thomas checks into the game for the Sound. Sound, prolific defense yet again. That has been their calling card all season. It's a matter of if the offense can keep up. Ward tries to get it inside. It'll be a kick pass violation. So Xavier Ryan on the inbound, his first minutes here today. Lejon Ward to Broomfield. Broomfield guarded closely and smothered. Smothered, I say, by Jalen Calvin. Now here comes in transition. Gets it to Will Jenkins. Back to Calvin. Calvin to Clark. Clark tried to pick his dribble up, whistled for the travel.
Looks like Five Towns is about to try to go big inside, sending in Thomas and Ryan at the same time.
Looking to combat the size that the Knights have down low with just a couple of big men as the Sound trying to fumble to get this ball inside the three-point line. Well, you got to match that height to grab some boards and keep your way in here. Physicality is the key to success, some say, as Xavier Ryan uses his frame to back his way inside and get an easy layup. Angel Redding, the prolific defender on defense. Here is number 4, Jaden Clark. Gets this back to the top of the key to Will Jenkins. Jenkins, midline pull up, no good. Rebounded by Thomas. 3 ball from Ryan, no good. Vic Dueno on the board. Almost poked away by Broomfield. He was in the pass lane, couldn't get it to go. 3 ball, no good from the Knights. Fast-paced basketball here so far. Angel Redding to Ward. Ward now to Broomfield. Broomfield getting smothered in the corner. Back to Ward. Ward, a little in and out move. Back to Broomfield in the corner, trying to get inside. Rises for the jumper. Can't get it to fall. Clark on the rebound. Jenkins now. Little dump off to Calvin. Won't go, no whistles. Refs are letting him play. Now Redding in transition. Picks it up, right hand. Can't get it to go, but a whistle, and he's headed to the stripe for 2. 2 new faces coming in here for the Knights. In just a second. That will be Landon Mashburn and Muhammad Kondi.
Very crafty move right there. Angel getting the foul, trying to put these 2 shots in. We also see Thomas in there fighting for those rebounds. This is his first game back after an ankle injury. And you would not know. He is in there fighting every possession.
Redding's first free throw, no good, as we see Marvin Reed check into the game for the Sound. He played some big minutes in their win a couple days ago. We officially see Landon Mashburn check into the game here for the Knights. Out goes Shandon J.D. Anderson. Second free throw good from Redding, and that is the Sound's first lead of the game with just over 12 minutes remaining here in this first half.
Five Towns beginning to pick up in a high-pressure defense in full court.
Redding playing suffocating defense. Physical defense inside. Rebound by the Knights. Second chance points won't go. Now Redding pushing the pace. Tried to pick up his dribble. Ripped away by Jaden Clark. And here come the Knights. Couple of crafty passes. Will Jenkins now back out to Clark. His elbow jumper, no good. Bodies all over the place. Here comes Ward. Ward, pass stolen away by Calvin. Calvin got it up to Jaden Clark and gets fouled. And he will head to the stripe.
Five Towns was not able to take advantage of that one man down on offense. They actually turned the ball over, leading to transition for 2 free throws for Vermont State.
Jaden Clark buries the first. He's averaging a cool, calm 15.3 points per game on the season thus far, leading the Knights to a 4-0 start to this season. The second leading scorer on the team. Number 1 has been Jalen Calvin, number 5. He's standing around the three-point line right now. He's averaging 21.8. He's been phenomenal for this Knights basketball team through the first 4 games of the season. Here's Bangs. Bangs to Grant. Grant elevates for the mid-range. No good. Should have been out of bounds, but no whistle. And we see Tayron Bangs on the floor. Mashburn jumping on him. Corner 3 pump fake. Pass almost deflected. Deep 3 from Jenkins. No good. And eventually hauled in by the Sound. Now here's Xavier Ryan. Ball getting tipped all over the place. Jalen Calvin back to the top of the key to Jenkins. Jenkins inside. One-hand floater. Whistled off. It'll be an offensive foul going the other direction.
Xavier Ryan did a great job stepping up on the help side in the middle.
Tayron Bangs guarded closely by Will Jenkins. Jenkins averaging 5 assists on the season. Scoop layup no good from Bangs. Second chance effort no good from Jokon Thomas. The Knights are going to come the other way. 12-13 ball game. Calvin swings it to Jenkins. Jenkins step through. Floater bounces in. The lead grows to 3 as we approach the halfway mark in this first half.
Five Towns is playing a zone defense, and it looks like Vermont State is doing a good job finding those gaps, getting inside the paint.
We saw Xavier Ryan try to get crafty, and Mashburn ripped it away. In transition, the Sound are going to be whistled for a foul. Some substitutions come in here. Angel Redding checks into the game for the Sound, along with Tom Espinal. Out come the 2 tallest players on the court for the Sound, Xavier Ryan and Yoquan Thomas. Calvin now on the near side. Espinal just steps off. Calvin missed the 3, grabbed his own rebound, tipped, whistles out of bounds. It'll stay this direction. Some miscommunication there from the Sound defense. Espinal didn't want to step up. Left them standing alone with a wide open 3 to their top scorer.
Definitely. Looked like they were missing a guard up top, which might be why Espinal was confused on where to play on that, worried about who was inside the paint.
Now Dueno goes inside for Anderson. Anderson gets it back. Can't get the reverse layup to go. Goes out of bounds and is going to stay Knights basketball. Dueno on the inbound. To the corner to Calvin. 3 ball is nothing but net from Mohamed Kandi. 18-12 lead. Now Redding sidesteps, gets it to Reed. Back to Bangs. Bangs calls for a screen from Espinal. Loses his dribble, but it's staying this direction. Kamari Broomfield's going to check into the game to replace Tyrese Grant. Redding to Broomfield. Broomfield trying to go baseline. Trying to swing it cross court. I'm going to say foul against the Knights. I'm going to say they pushed him out of bounds, so it'll be under the basket. Redding goes to Reed. Reed's three ball. No good. Loose ball foul potentially on Jalen Calvin.
It's continued to stay a very physical game, especially inside on these rebounds. We see the players fighting physically.
Angel Redding on the inbound to Bangs. Bangs had it ripped away by Calvin. Calvin up court, and the transition bucket good for Landon Mashburn.
The Knights are finding ways to get their hands on the ball almost every defensive play.
Reed to Redding. Redding goes right, hand off to Bangs. Bangs to Reed. Espinal poked out of his hands by Muhammad Gandhi, and it's going to stay right here, Sound Basketball. Bangs. Broomfield spinning, blocked away by Mashburn, staying this direction again. 6 seconds on the shot clock, however, this time. The Sound have to move fast. Tries to bounce it into Espinal. Tipped. Some confusion on the court. It's going to be 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Sound.
Sound appears to be struggling to get that ball in play.
That they are. I think they're just trying to figure out how much time should be on the clock.
Looks like they're putting 5 seconds on the shot clock. 5 Town's gonna have to move quick to get this shot off.
That was down to 3. So it was 6 seconds when that ball got inbound. It got tipped up in the air and then went out of bounds. I think 3 seconds sounds about right, but they're saying it back to 5 now. So now they're gonna have to let this go down to 0, I think. Let the buzzer go off. Oh no, they're good. So Redding on the inbound after a little confusion figured out. Broomfield now, quick first step left. Rises, hangs in the air, and gets the mid-range to fall. What a shot from Kamari Broomfield as the shot clock was expiring. Now Dueno gets it to Conde. Conde inside, working his magic on Espinal. Whistles, jump ball to go the other direction. It was Marvin Reed tied up with Jalen Calvin down low.
Looks like John was able to get a hand on that ball, allowing us to get the rebound, going 5 Towns' way.
Love the physicality from the Sound. Redding to Broomfield, Broomfield to Bangs. Espinal, beautiful find. And what a finish from Kamari Broomfield, hanging in the air yet again, finishing on the right side of the rim.
Great cut with a crafty finish inside, straight into a high-pressure defense.
Will Jenkins gets it to Conde. Conde drives right. Whistled for a travel. Wouldn't have mattered. The 3 ball from Landon Mashburn, no good. Timeout taken by the Knights. Still a 4-point deficit here for the Sound. Kamar Broomfield, his last 2 buckets have been nothing shy of just fun to watch. First,
yes.
It was the mid-range. It felt like he was in the air for 5 seconds.
Yes, you just see him finding a way to get around his defenders even while he's in the air. I saw him bring that ball up over their hands and able to finish, especially with being so short on time. We only had 5 seconds on the shot clock. And then coming down again with a great face cut.
They're really phenomenal. His talent, his ability, we've seen it on the last 2 possessions. And almost Kevin Durant-esque, able to adjust the ball midair, mid-shot, and get it to where you want it to be and be able to hit such a big shot in a big position. Timeout over. We're going to see both teams send their 5 out. Sound basketball bangs on the inbound, gets it to Redding. 4-point deficit, 7:24 remaining in this first half. Broomfield tried to split the defenders, picked up by Condi, slows the pace down. 3-ball from Mashburn, bottoms. Balloons the lead to 7.
We've seen Espinal setting some screens up high, and it looks like the Knights are struggling to see who's picking up who, and I definitely think that if Espinal starts to roll on those screens, it'll be open every time.
Bangs 3-ball, no good. Redding tried to slap it off of Mashburn's leg. A very vocal Knights basketball team. Now Jenkins, guarded by Williams. Mid-range jumper is cash from Jaden Clark. Dejan Ward to Broomfield. Broomfield to Ryan. Handoff back to Ward. Broomfield thought about a 3. Picks up his dribble, trying to find something. Flips it to Williams. Williams to Ward. Shot clock winding down, under 10 seconds now. Ward dumps it off to Ryan. Can't get it to go, and rebounded by Mashburn. Now Jenkins, Mashburn, corner 3. No good. Corralled in by Broomfield. Picks up his dribble. Crafty finish under the rim. What an athletic finish from Kamari Broomfield.
Great job bringing it up the court and putting this game back in a faster pace on offense.
Look at Broomfield getting in the passing lane. Another opportunity, but cleaned up by Williams.
The whole team came down and ran with him for that rebound.
Whistles, offensive foul, going the other way. Angel Redding coaching his players up, telling them how to play defense, or at least how he plays defense. Marvin Reed on the inbound, a 5-point lead for the Knights with 5:21 remaining in this first half. Dejan Ward to Broomfield. Broomfield, Williams, met at the rim, couldn't get the layup to go. Physicality all over the place. Great sportsmanship from Jaden Clark. But here come the Knights. Some faces we have not seen. Jaden Clark swings it to the corner. 3-ball is good from number 11, Vic Dueno. 8-point lead, the largest of the night. Reed, midline jumper. That lefty shot, no good. Jaden Clark whistled. They're going to call it on the floor against the Sound. Dayton Ross, his first minutes of the game. Drives inside, no whistle. Ward comes away with it. Williams, midair pass to Redding. Redding with the right hand finish on the left side of the rim.
Great transition, lots of passes, getting down the floor quickly, beating the defense.
Will Jenkins guarded by Redding. Gets it to Dayton Ross. Cross court to Jaden Clark. Clark tried to dump it off inside. Ball tipped everywhere. Redding comes away with it. Up to Williams. Williams slows down the pace and puts it in. And Angel Redding is fired up. 4-point game here in Dix Hills.
Redding and Williams are doing a great job in transitioning, finding each other, getting the ball quick.
You see Redding,
Great pass.
outlet pass, and beautiful finish. Slowing your pace down like that is not easy. Oh, during your game, actually, so you got to the free throw line once. And when you got there, I said to Jack, who I was doing the other game with, I said, if she misses one of these, I can let her hear it. But you went ahead and you made both.
Yes, I made both my free throws, and my little brother texted me during the game and said, congratulations on your first college points.
Oh, those were your first college points?
Yes, and he said that I made the score 67.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a very little brother thing to do.
Definitely. They're watching back home from Texas.
Well, congratulations on your first collegiate points.
Thank you.
And it'll be memorable, it's the number. Kamari Broomfield on the strip, cleans his miss up, makes it a 2-point game here.
Got his own rebound. Looked like he said a little something to the defense.
I think he shot it, got the rebound, and put up the second effort all in before he hit the ground. Sound's defense is insufferable. The Knights can't get away. 3 minutes and 29 seconds are remaining here in the first half.
The Sound is coming out with a lot of these loose balls. We see not just one player trying to go for it, but multiple players are fighting for that rebound, oftentimes on the floor. And as we see, it came out with a foul and 2 shots for Williams.
Hassan Williams, chance to tie this game up. As they call that the announcer jinx. I'll do it once a game. Here's Condi, top of the key. To Calvin. Calvin guarded by Williams, spins left. Called no shot on the floor.
Looks like he was just a step behind after the change of direction, causing him to foul there.
So here's Will Jenkins. To Condi, back to Jenkins, guarded by Redding. Redding with the active hands on defense. Floater, no good. From Calvin, rebounded but a whistle.
Ward did a good job stepping up in defense, attempting to take that charge. Looks like they'll call a block, though.
You're under the basket for the Knights. Ball poked away by the Sound, and now here they come. Broomfield spin, lost possession, gains it back to Williams. Bounce pass inside, tipped, it'll stay. Five Towns ball. Beautiful ball movement so far from the Sound.
Definitely lots of ball movement. It looks like they're starting to find their chemistry with each other. As we mentioned before, this is pretty much a brand new roster. And as we're getting a little farther in this beginning of this season, we're starting to play a lot more together.
Broomfield to Williams. Williams three, no good. Here comes Will Jenkins. Jenkins to the corner. Calvin's three, no good. Tipped. And a scrum to the ball on the court. It'll be called a jump.
Good tip by Williams. Then he's able to get his hands back on the ball for the jump.
Possession arrow going the Sound's direction.
Slight cleanup on the court.
Here we go. A little cleanup. 2-point lead for the visiting Knights. 26-28 with 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in this first half. Now Grant to Broomfield, to Xavier Ryan. A little step back around the free throw line, too strong. Rebounded by the Sound, second chance point, no good. Now a third opportunity for the Sound. No good. You have to be able to convert on those.
Saw some great offensive boards. Jump ball going the Knights' way this time.
Love to see that from Najon Ward. He got very aggressive on the loose ball.
And then he's gonna pick up in a high pressure full court.
Angel Redding is going to do that on any given possession. Here's Calvin going right. 3-ball up, no good, too strong. Condi almost had the board, pulled away by the Sound.
The Sound had a great communication on those screens, not allowing the roll or an open shot.
Redding lost his footing, went down as he was shooting and had it swatted away by Condi. But regardless, it was a foul. He will head to the line for 2.
Super quick to make a decision there. As soon as he caught the ball, he was towards the paint, giving him 2 shots.
First free throw is good from Angel Redding. And the second good as well. Tie ball game here with 90 seconds remaining. Calvin pushing the pace. Crossover guarded by Redding. Swatted away by Broomfield. Picked up by Redding. Back to Broomfield. Bounce pass inside. No good. Second chance opportunity again for the Sound. Won't go, but a trip to the line is coming for Thomas.
I want to highlight the energy from the bench as well. Every time Five Towns is on defense, you can hear them all the way up here, actually.
The energy is fantastic. We see Thomas head of the line for 2. Clean up a wet spot on the court again. The 2 coming here. 66 seconds remaining. First a little too strong, pops out. Tom Espinal checks in. Replaces an Angel Redding, who I believe got hurt on that last play. Second of 2 is good. He goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. Now Calvin to the top of Keita to Ross. Back to Calvin. Huge screen. Mid-range fadeaway, no good. A rebound for the Knights. Straightaway three, bottoms. Jaden Clark buries the three from the top of the key. 39 seconds remaining. Broomfield elevates for a mid-range, opts to pass it out. Great ball movement. Espinal, three ball, no good. Tipped, hauled in by the Sound, and a whistle. And a technical on number 11, Vic Dueno.
Kamari Broomfield stepping up to take these technical shots. Seems that he's confident that he'll knock these down.
Did miss the technical free throw earlier. Somehow finds its way in a 1-point game. He will get another free throw and possession back. So Sound could go into halftime with a potential lead. Second free throw, much better trajectory than the first. Regardless, it results in a point on the board for the Sound.
And now Thomas will take his foul shots from before the technical foul.
A long time coming. Shot is good. We'll see Kamari Broomfield check out. Lasan Williams check in. Second free throw coming from Thomas. 26.2 left on the game clock here in this first half. Second free throw good as well. Some confusion.
I think it was with the clock. I'm not sure if they started it when the ball was in possession.
So Dueno here, guarded by Williams. 24 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. Whistle, and they're going to say a little hand check came from Lasan Williams. Seconds remaining. Dueno gets it to Calvin. Calvin guarded by Williams. Calvin calls for an ISO, takes his screen inside, dumps it. Dueno, top of the key, three for Anderson, no good. Front iron. Second chance opportunity, swatted away by Espinal. Shot at the buzzer, won't count. And a 2-point lead for the Sound headed into this second half. What a first half it was. Back and forth we went for the majority. Some technicals, some emotion, and a lot of defense.
Very back and forth. Definitely a very physical game. We see some players getting in their head a little bit, especially number 11 with a technical foul.
There's a lot of emotion, a lot going on here in this first half, but regardless, it resulted in a 33-31 lead for the Sound. So 33-31 lead for the Sound. We could check out a couple of replays, and after that, we will be right back with second half action. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Sound Arena for some second half action here between the Five Towns College Sound and the visiting Vermont State Randolph Knights. Second half is about to tip off. The Sound hold a 2-point lead over the Knights as we speak, 31-30, and here we go. Espinal into Ward. Broomfield tried to go baseline. They're going to say he was pushed. So it'll be under the basket. Ward goes up top for Broomfield. Stops right before the midline. Guarded by Jenkins. To Ward. Broomfield gets it back on the far side. Williams inside. Ward, no whistle, and taken away by the Knights. Here they come. Hanging up in the air is Jaden Clark, or Calvin, I should say, but can't get the bucket to go. He will head to the stripe for two, however. Contrary to what you're seeing on the screen, it is not 31-1, or 33-1. It's 33-31. Chance to tie it up here for the Knights.
Looks like the Knights are going to step back on defense, not send anyone in the paint for this rebound.
Really want to jump and take this lead, it looks like the Knights do. So here comes Ward, guard, whistles. Not too sure what's happening. Broomfield now side out near the scorer's table.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they called there.
Bangs on the left side. Gets it to the top of the key. Now Ward inside to Bangs. Bangs mid-range jumper. Cash.
The Knights came out in what appears to be a zone, and Five Towns is doing a great job finding those gaps inside.
Calvin's three ball no good. Skied in for the board was Espinal. Broomfield now guarded by Calvin. Bangs to Ward. Inside and stolen away. Jumped in the passing lane was Jalen Calvin. Now a three ball on the right side. No good. Rebounded by Lasan Williams. Side steps off glass. Up and in. And an enthusiastic reaction from the bench as Lasan Williams gets the transition bucket to fall plus the foul.
Great transition play, getting that rebound and just hustling down the floor quick, taking that in on two defenders, finishing with an and one. Let's see if he can make it a three-point play.
A whistle and a substitution now for the Knights. Out of the game is going to be Jaden Clark, one of the premier scorers for this Knights team. Seems as if he's injured in some way, shape, or form. Three-point play is not converted by the Sound. Screen taken and a crafty way to get inside, but a whistle as Jalen Calvin was slicing and dicing his way to the hoop.
Looks like the charge attempt was no good.
Feet were moving, maybe outside of the restricted area. We see Bangs, Williams, and the ref trying to work together to get rid of a wet spot with their shoes. The Knights opting for the same scenario here with the free throw, send everybody back on defense. First free throw is good, a three-point game now 3-point lead for the Sound. As we see Tyrese Grant check into the game for Lasan Williams. Second free throw good as well for Jalen Calvin. And Lejon Ward to Bangs. Bangs to Broomfield. Broomfield, Espinal. What a find, what a finish.
Great pass inside off the drive, finding his teammates down low.
Dwayne Wade-esque step back is good for Will Jenkins on the near side of the court. Now Broomfield gonna fire from three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Knights, and here comes Calvin. Calvin inside, takes the contact, every part of the rim, and drops in. We got a tie ball game. Now Ward to Grant. Broomfield to Ward. Broomfield tries to get it inside, tipped, and it'll go Knights' direction. Now here's Calvin trying to get inside again. Late whistle, charge.
Great defensive position. He was able to step over on the help side, feet in place.
Angel Redding screaming from the bench. Got the feet set, drew the contact, and got the charge. Now Grant gets to Ward. To Ryan. Ryan inside, big body, won't go. Now Will Jenkins to Condi. Jenkins at the top of the key. Playing pitch and catch with Condi. Gets it to Calvin. Calvin to Jenkins, putting the moves on. Contact, but no whistle. A three ball from the left side, no good. Condi on the board. Back to the top of the key. Jenkins now, 17 on the shot clock. Clark spins away from the defender. Fade away from the left side. Gets it to go.
The Sound is doing a good job putting that pressure on, but the Knights are just finding that 1 inch of space and letting the shot off.
Pass in and out of the hands of Tehran Bangs, right into the lap of Coach Greg. Now Calvin, pass to Condi. Jenkins thought about a three, putting the moves on Bangs, threw it away. Now Broomfield using the speed. Transition layup, good.
The Sound has great communication on these screens.
Now Condi spins inside, no whistle. Pump fake, up and in. What a finish. Big man eats down low, huh? 43-41, a lead for the Knights.
He saw he was getting overplayed and was able to make that backdoor cut for the layup.
So some time taken here. Back and forth all game. It has been a great one so far. Now, let me tell you the difference in calling your game to calling this one. There was still a lot of enthusiasm in the other one because you guys were just relentless on both sides of the ball. Actually, you know what? Let me ask you. You guys started off on a 20-0 run. What was the conversation like on the bench or with, you know, Coach Jacques or Ashley Jackson? What was any conversation? What was their mindset?
Yeah, so before the game, we knew we wanted to run up that score coming straight out. We came out in a press and had no mercy. And then on the bench, we just had great energy the whole time. Everybody cheering. It's just good to be a part of.
And I brought up Corey's his rule about how many points until a lead is safe. And I think you guys hit that threshold in the second quarter. Do you know what that number is?
Honestly, we are not comfortable with any lead. Even though we were running up that score, we did not let up.
He used to tell me all the time the number is 33.
33.
That's what he says the number is. He won't tell me why, never has, but that's the number.
I think that might just be his lucky number.
Could be, or maybe he had a 32-point lead at some point and he thought it was safe and they ended up losing.
Oh.
Could
I've
also
heard about
be it.
this story.
Oh, there's a story.
Yes.
I need to hear this.
Story. I believe it was last year. They had, like you said, 31-point lead.
Whistle and it'll go 5 times direction.
And somehow the team they were playing ended up coming back, and they lost the game by 1, I believe.
So that's where that number comes from.
Yes.
Whistles. Angel Redding has been vocal. He's been a defensive presence, been a leader on offense. One of the key additions for the Sound this season. It's showing so far.
Definitely. He plays with very high intensity. Even when he comes off the bench, he has great energy.
A beautiful inbound play to get Xavier Ryan open under the basket for an easy 2 points. Now the Sound playing smothering defense in the full court. Say he stepped on the line and the bench goes wild. 5 Towns basketball in a tie ball game. Broomfield on the inbound, gets it to Ward. 14:54 remaining in this second half. Now Bangs to Ryan. Back to Bangs. Ward drives inside. Up and under. Crafty finish. The bench loves it. And puts the Sound up 45-43. They still haven't changed the scoreboard here. Smothering defense from the Sound. 3 ball, good. Will Jenkins. Broomfield hop step inside. Ryan, the emphatic dunk. Broomfield with the find. Spin move. Travel, going back the other direction.
Now,
The Sound.
I want to say Broomfield is a very high IQ player. He's very quick to make decisions mid-air, mid-fall. As we see, he was able to find Xavier Ryan as he's going down on the ground.
Get up, young man. Nothing better than a dunk. Bangs. From Yucatan, that's a bangs,
Way
bang.
downtown.
Shooters shoot. The momentum has fully shifted. Blocked away by Ryan. The Sound have all the momentum in the world.
The energy in the gym is ecstatic right now.
Now bounce pass inside, caught Broomfield lacking. Dayton Ross gets the free 2 points on the backdoor cut. Ward to Broomfield. Sound hold a 2-point lead. Broomfield thought about a shot. Now Calvin to Williams. Smoked the layup, second chance effort, good. Now Ward to Bangs. To Broomfield, Broomfield to Ryan. Ryan elevates for a jumper, no good. Skied in for the board was Dayton Ross. Now Calvin fade away from the baseline. Cash. Timeout taken by the Sound. What an entertaining second half this has been so far. If you're a viewer, a player, a coach, a spectator in the bleachers, anybody, this is extremely entertaining. Now, what are you saying to the Sound if you're their head coach right now?
Honestly, I think they're doing a great job running through the offense, but they're a little slow getting back in transition. Right now, we've seen Vermont State come back with a few transition plays recently, and I think this is just a good time to talk about that, talk about getting back on defense and making sure that we're there to hopefully get the lead back in this.
As long as they're keeping it close, that's all you can really ask for. So the Sound coming out just approaching that halfway mark in this second half. 52-50. Jalen Calvin pleading his case to the official, telling him something isn't right. He doesn't like something. Now bangs to Ward. Ward to Ryan, to Redding, to Ward. Beautiful ball movement from the Sound. Redding trying to stutter step his way inside. Tipped, and it's going to go Knight's direction. And here comes Calvin. Calvin to Dueno. Dueno back to Calvin. Screen, three ball, front iron, no good. Rebounded by Reed. Now Bangs, hit his last three from deep. Gets it to Redding, inside, whistles. And he'll head to the line. Redding looks like he's hurting just a little bit. I think, I could be wrong, but over there on the far side by the bleachers, I think that's a former FTC player. Nope, I'm incorrect. Redding's first free throw is good. Substitution for the Sound. Second free throw good from Redding. So here come the Knights. Ripped away by Ward. Weaving in and out of defenders. Now Reed held on to it for just a little too long. They're going to say he traveled. I'm not too sure he had possession when he was walking.
Yeah, it looks like he couldn't quite grab the ball fully, but they're going to come out with Knight's ball.
So 52-52, 11:28 remaining in this game. Lasan Williams in for the Sound. Three ball from Will Jenkins, front iron, no good. Now Redding to Reed. Stolen away by the Knights. And Coach Greg is unhappy on the sideline. Called for a charge. Nope, a block rather. My apologies.
Just a little late stepping over. His feet were moving a little bit. Looked like his body was turned.
The Sound really got to clean up some mistakes here. It is a tie ball game, but doesn't necessarily feel like one going down the stretch here. First free throw is good for Jalen Calvin. Second good as well. A 2-point lead for the Knights. Ward cross half court. Ryan steps back to Redding. Ward now drives inside, swings it to the corner. 3 ball, too short, not enough on it. But Redding comes away with the board. Hand off to Williams. To Ward. Takes a screen from Redding. Williams thought about a 3, drives inside, hop step off the glass, top corner, get it to fall. Tie ball game. Now Jenkins, handoff action, top of the key. Driving inside and a whistle on Reed. Very questionable foul call.
I believe his arm came down across number 11 for that foul.
I think Vic Dueno tried to go up, and it was like a James Harden situation where he brought Reed's arm up with him, and the ref had no choice but to whistle him for a foul. The first free throw is good. Second free throw good as well.
I think there's a reason they don't send their other players in there to rebound. They know they're making those shots.
Wow, and a steal here from Dueno. The transition bucket, no good. Calvin skied in for the rebound. Couldn't corral it, and the Sound come away with it. Now Redding, a little in and out dribble, gets it to Ryan, finishes it up above the rim. But here comes Jenkins, moving fast. Ryan called for the foul, looked like he got a block. Some miscommunication from the Sound defensively. We see Ward and we see Williams going at each other just a little bit, but that's what teammates do. First free throw is good from Jenkins.
Putting 2 bigs in the game again. Hoping to get inside more.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by the Sound. 1-point deficit now. Redding to Williams to Broomfield. Williams to Ryan. Ryan with a smaller defender on him, working at the top of the key. Broomfield crosses over. Floater with the right hand, good.
Found
What
his
a
way
finish.
around 3 defenders right there in the paint.
Jaden Clark thought about the 3, guarded by Ryan. Drives inside, scoop layup. Won't go, but it'll stay this direction. Thomas checks into the game for Xavier Ryan. Cross-court pass, just to inbound it to Jalen Calvin. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get moving. Dueno drives inside, stuffed by the recently checked in Thomas. But they retain possession, and the second chance point is good for Shandon J.D. Anderson. Now here's Broomfield, guarded by Dueno. Had the ball, lost, and it'll stay sound direction. What did Mutombo say? No, no, no. What a block.
Great recover, too.
Broomfield on the inbound, looking to get the Sound back in the lead. Any bucket does that. Broomfield elevates. Too strong. And a beautiful pass and a beautiful finish. Shannon J.D. Anderson gets the easy layup in transition. And a 3-point lead for the Knights. Espinal just threw that one straight to the defender. Bounce, spin pass. What a pass and a contact finish. J.D. Anderson has 6 points in the last 3 possessions. The Sound need a timeout. It's a 5-point ball game with 7:43 remaining. Look at that pass, the ability to finish through contact. Beautiful basketball from the Knights. Jump out to a 5-point lead with 7:43 remaining in this second half. The Sound want to get back in this. They have to do so quick. There is still a lot of time, but you don't want momentum to be on the opposition side going down the stretch. Okay, here we go. 5-point lead for the Knights. Sound playing some sloppy basketball the last 5 minutes or so here. Broomfield gets it into Ward. Bangs, the team's prolific shooter. Back to Broomfield. Redding. Blocked and taken away by the Knights. It was J.D. Anderson, got the block, swatted away by Broomfield, but they're gonna call it a goaltend. Broomfield elevated for the rejection, but got there just a second too late. Talk about athleticism.
Great
Anderson
job.
limping a little bit.
Getting back and stopping that transition play after the last few times.
Anderson gonna stay in the game. Ward, his team down 7. Swings it to Bangs. Got it back, now Broomfield. Goes left, bounce pass to Redding. 13 on the shot clock, gets it to Bangs. To Ward, inside to Redding, lost his handle. couldn't hold on. Some contact. Shot no good. They're going to call him for a travel. Knights had a little something going there in transition, but whistled for a travel. So 7 minutes to go. 7-point deficit for the Sound. Ward to Redding. Redding to Bangs. Bangs to Ward. Fantastic help defense everywhere from the Knights. Redding goes right, trying to drive inside. Stuffed away by Anderson again. Sent it back. Now Bangs double teamed. Nope, it's just Calvin on him. Shot clock winding down. And Broomfield hit the other basket that is up, not in use right now. A high arcing three. At the end of the day, it's a turnover. We will never know would that have gone in if that wasn't there. Clark to Anderson. Anderson whistled for a travel. Anderson has been doing everything for these Knights this half. Ward hearing it from the Knights bench. Bangs, lines up a three. Almost banked it in. Broomfield flew in for the rebound, couldn't grab it. They're gonna say Tyrese Grant was on the line as he was going down. The turnover for the Sound. Seven-point deficit remains the same. Anderson to Jenkins. Inside to Clark. Finishes it with the left.
Definitely just took advantage of that mismatch against Bangs.
Ward lines up his three. First three of the game, good. 6-point lead. Broomfield playing smothering defense. Almost got the steal. Now a three lined up, near side, bottoms. Will Jenkins retaliates with a three of his own. Ward to Bangs, his three. Bangs says, I want one. Back and forth from the three-point line. Calvin guarded closely by Ward. Full speed inside, dumps it off to Anderson, stolen away by Broomfield. Stutter step, hangs in the air, off the glass and in. What a finish, 4-point lead.
Broomfield just looked like he was flying through the air on that.
Must be nice, huh? I think I have a 4-inch vertical.
Yeah, me too.
Behind the back from Jenkins, working on Bangs. Spinning to Anderson. Anderson takes the contact from Broomfield.
Charge is good. Sacrificing his body on the line. Once again, we love to see that consistently from Five Towns.
With a charge in a spot like that, I feel like I want to see more of a reaction from the Sound bench. The bigger player getting in the way. Broomfield now drops it off and finishes it. Is Thomas inside, 2-point lead with 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Will Jenkins now guarded by Ward. The tide is shifting. The Sound starting to pick up some momentum here down the stretch. No whistle as Jaden Clark gets inside, finishes with 4-point lead. 4 minutes remaining. We're in for a good one, folks. Don't go anywhere. Bangs on the perimeter. Gets it to Grant, to Ward, to the corner. Broomfield drives inside. Left-hand finish, not enough on it. Anderson with the rebound. Transition layup, no good. Now Calvin, guarded by Broomfield. Calvin trying to dice his way inside. Layup too strong, rebounded by Bangs. Bangs and the Sound do not have numbers. They're going to slow it down now. Ward near the scorer's table to Bangs. Corner three. Let it fly. No good. Thomas on the board. Back to Broomfield. Thought about a three. Foul line jumper. No good. Anderson on the board. Tipped around. Bangs comes away with it. Thomas right side and one. What a finish. What a possession. The energy is in Five Towns' favor.
Everybody up off the bench for that one. Great finish by Thomas.
It is electric on that Sound side of the gym.
These are some very crucial free throws. Putting these in will tie up the game for the Sound. Definitely some pressure on here.
Free throw no good from Thomas. Now here's Calvin. The Knights hold a 2-point lead with 2:45 remaining. They say he stepped out of bounds. It goes Five Towns' direction. Now Ward fires this to Broomfield. Broomfield cross court to Ward. Ward the floater. Back iron, no good. Jenkins on the board. Gets it back, guarded by Broomfield. Forced to pick up his dribble, Jenkins is. Now Anderson to Clark. Or Calvin, rather, I should say. Calvin to Clark. Anderson, corner three. Rattles in and out. Loose ball. A scrum for it. Say jump ball. It should be Sound direction. Nope, it is going to be Knights direction. The possession arrow was going that way.
Looked like he tried to call a timeout there on the floor with possession. Was unable to.
Love the hustle out of these Five Towns guys.
Once again, just getting a cleanup on the court.
We really need one of those, the things the NBA guys have, when it's on like a stick.
The little mops.
Yeah, the mops, they make it easier, even if it's just a dry mop, you know? It'll be under the hoop, a 2-point lead for the Knights. Gets this to Anderson. Guarded by Thomas. Jenkins now guarded by Bangs. Jenkins to Calvin. Shot clock at 7. Calvin goes right. Up and over the defender. Layup is good. The floater, I should say, rather. And a 4-point lead with 1:40 remaining. Just under 100 seconds for the Sound to mount a comeback. Tyrese Grant to Bangs. Bangs three ball. That's a Bangs bang once again. Shooters shoot in big moments.
Great inside out play. We found them inside the paint, forcing the defense to crash in, giving Bangs another three.
What a shot from Tayron Bangs. And as a great Sydney Mountain once said, that is a Bangs bang. He has hit clutch threes in clutch moments before. He's no stranger to these moments. But to have him hit that there with under 90 seconds remaining in a 4-point ball game, it just gives his team a chance to win. The Sound have to focus and prioritize their defense in the remaining 87 seconds.
Shot selection is very important in this time because they're not going to get many more possessions before this game is up.
And Calvin on the inbound. Will Jenkins gets it to Anderson. Back to Clark. Now Jenkins. Three ball from Calvin, no good. Rebounded by the Sound. And now a chance to take the lead. They're going to take a timeout, talk things over. So here we go. 65 seconds remaining. 1 point lead for the Knights. 73-74. Broomfield inbounds it to Ward. Possession arrow pointed Five Towns' direction. Redding, guarded by Calvin. Broomfield goes inside. Kicks it back out to Ward. Ward's little stutter step to Broomfield. Thought about a three. Mid-range jumper. Good! And the Sound take the lead for the first time in the second half. That man jumped out the gym for the mid-range.
Great ball movement. Broomfield was able to take advantage of that closeout, finding the defense off guard and finding that open shot.
Not too sure what the confusion here is. See Broomfield, Redding check out of the game. Sound opting for a little bit more height here. 42 seconds to go. 1 point game. Here comes Jenkins, gets it to Clark. Clark to Calvin, takes a screen from Anderson. Clark loses his footing, drives left. Bounce pass to Anderson, inside, high off the glass and in. 1 point lead. 23 seconds go, shot clock is off. Timeout taken by the Sound. 18.1 on the clock. This is everything you could possibly want in a college basketball game. Back and forth all night. A 7 point lead with about 6 minutes to go for the Knights has now dwindled down to a 1 point lead. The Sound have possession, 18.1 seconds. They're in the bonus. Any foul puts them at the line. What an ending we are in for. Either heartbreak or celebration. The defensive-minded 5-in here for the Sound, but also an offensive-minded 5-in for the Sound. Bangs, the team's best shooter. Confusion on where this ball is being inbounded from.
The Knights are going to do everything they can to not let this pass go in.
Get it into Ward. Ward guarded by Jenkins across the midline. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Redding to Bangs over his head, out of bounds. 8.5 on the clock. It's Knights basketball. Ill-advised pass. And the Sound have to foul quick or come away with a steal, which they've done so many times tonight.
It appears that Redding was arguing that they had tipped the ball, but I'm not too sure about that.
Timeout taken. Now, I don't know exactly what game it was or when it was, but I do know that there was an instance during a tournament, I believe, when there was a call that they couldn't figure out. So they came into the control room to look at the replay. So I don't think that's something they're going to necessarily do here. I think what the ref saw was clear cut in their mind. Just an ill-advised pass, not the smartest pass in this situation. That'll be interesting to see what happens here. The Knights are most likely going to try and play keep away while getting it to their best free throw shooter, which is, I believe, Jalen Calvin. Will Jenkins on the inbound, obviously looking for Jalen Calvin. Dueno is also a prolific free throw shooter. Inbounded to Calvin on the other side of the court. They have to foul. They whistled with 5 seconds on the clock. Five seconds remaining. We do not have live stats, so I am unsure of how many timeouts the Sound have. But it'll be Jalen Calvin at the line to shoot 2. 1-and-1 rather, but it is going to be 2.
Now, Five Towns has a chance of one more possession.
Now, does he miss the free throw on purpose here? Or is 5 seconds just way too much time?
Yeah, we're definitely...
Does not miss it on purpose. 3-point lead. The Sound got to go now. Broomfield elevates for the 3. No
Rebound.
good. And a 3-point victory for the Randolph State Knights. What a finish here in Dix Hills, New York. A crushing defeat if you are the Five Towns Sound. A 3-point victory. So like I said, a 3-point victory for the Sound. Fantastic effort all around by both teams, both schools. The Sound's defense showed in so many aspects tonight. What was your big takeaway from the game?
You know, it was a very competitive game. There was a lot of heart left out there on the floor, and in the end, Five Towns just came up short. But it's going to happen.
Yeah, so not ideal for the Sound. They sit at 2-2, and now Vermont State Randolph is at 5-0. They're still yet to lose this season. Do not miss next week's broadcast. We'll be right here in the Sound Arena on Saturday. Time is yet to come, but let's take a look at some of the replays from today's game, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you for joining us. Bye.